Fam, ACB, what happened?
No, nothing. I mean, Amy
Nothing,
Coney
exactly.
Barrett was confirmed to the U.S. Supreme Court. You guys, she was just confirmed. And my whole point in bringing this up is the reason we haven't been so much on it is because we knew this was going to happen, number one. Number two, we knew the Democrats weren't going to do anything about it. Oh, but what could the Democrats have done? They couldn't do anything. They're powerless. No, they make themselves powerless. If they wanted to do something about it, they would have done it. The Republicans were able to do something. They were able to hold off for over a year. What the hell is this? Like, the Democrats somehow are powerless? No, if they wanted to get it done, they would. They have the people behind them. They have everybody who didn't want this to happen. Nope, they didn't do anything. And instead, now we have a real conservative, another Trump appointee to the Supreme Court. And yes, that is troubling. But what's more troubling is that nobody is talking about the fact that we shouldn't even have that happen. We should have term limits. We shouldn't be relying on this whole like blackmailing of judges every single time one of them dies or has to retire. This has to end. But nobody's talking about that. Everybody's like, well, we have to vote for Joe Biden because of this and that. Well, now you don't. I mean, she's already confirmed. So what are you going to do now? Like, what are you going to do now? It's irrelevant at this point. So I wanted to bring that up. And can you bring that up? So if you guys recall back in September, Nancy Pelosi said that the House will use every arrow in our quiver to stop the Trump Supreme Court nominee. I just want to know, where are those arrows? What? I'm waiting for the arrow to hit. I didn't see it. Did you see it? Because I didn't see it.
Right before that, she said, good morning, Sunday morning. Good morning. And then she went on and said, we're going to use every quiver, every arrow in our quiver to stop this. And they didn't do anything. They let it go. Yeah. And in fact, you saw Dianne Feinstein and Lindsey Graham give themselves a nice hug on a job well done, quick, expedient, whatnot.
This is what I mean by the oligarchy.
Yeah, I mean, they just let it go quietly in the heat of the night. But, you know, I mean, fam, we've talked about this too as well. This is something that you can't just say, oh, the Supreme Court, whatnot. If we had a Congress that really worked for us, they would update, put out laws, and stop advocating to the courts when they don't want to do their jobs. It's up to them to make new laws, get into Congress, make laws. Therefore, so much stuff won't be kicked up to the courts. But they don't want to do it because they don't want to deal with the political ramifications if they make a bill or a law or whatnot. So instead, they keep their hands off and they kick it up to the court. Right. Well, you know, this means that they also kicked the election up to the court if it goes down to who's going to decide this election or not. Donald Trump has it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know why the Democrats let it go so easily, because I would think that they want to jam through their ballots and not have anybody make a decision on it like they did in 2000. Was it 2000? Yeah, in 2000 in the Bush situation. So, I mean, it tells me that they don't even really care about the election, too, as well.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
Really
I mean, I think
they want to lose almost.
I think they want to. They don't care. I mean, if they win, okay, cool. But the whole point was to definitely stop any sort of momentum with a progressive Bernie Sanders type of thing. And so if they have a conservative judge, oh well, they'll still be fine. Everything will still be fine for everybody, for them, but not for everybody else. And it doesn't matter to them. The status quo continues. Everything's going to continue as it should. And that's all. That's why they're not fighting for it. That's why they're not giving you anything, because it doesn't matter to them. They don't care. They're fine. As long as they're fine, then they're good. Where they're not going to do anything else. And I wanted to read what Reza Aslan said, because this was, again, in September 18, okay, just about a month ago. They said, if they even try to replace RBG, we burn the entire fucking thing down.
Yeah,
and
really.
If you recall, you know, when she died, all these neoliberals, all these latte feminists, and all these people were having a hissy fit. Oh my God, RGB said, oh my God, we're going to do, oh my God, you got to vote for Joe Biden. Da, da, da. Like, we're going to burn it down. We're going to go. When have you seen a liberal riot? Like, liberals don't riot. Liberals don't. They'll go to a protest for an hour and be like, okay, that's it. We're done. We have our pussy hats. That's it. We're done. And it's like, it's a joke. It's a joke because they were never going to protest this. They were never going to riot, especially when the people aren't even being pushed by their leaders. They're people in Congress, these Democrats who hate Republicans so much. where are those strikes that I was expecting? All these people online, on Twitter, everywhere. Oh my God, we're gonna take them down. We're gonna strike. We're gonna occupy. We're gonna pack the courts. What is happening? Like, where is all of this? I'm waiting for it anytime now, any day. And I just wanted to note, because so many people were like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. I'm so surprised. I just can't believe that the Democrats are doing nothing, that they let this happen. You can't believe that? Are you serious? Like, this is what I said. I said, you're surprised that the Dems
Just
let
Amy
Coney Barrett get confirmed?
Mm-hmm.
The same party that for the people that denied you health care during a pandemic, that has done nothing to get you more than $1,200 in the last 7 months, has approved of the CARES Act, which was the largest transfer of wealth up to the very, very tippy top, and gave Trump all plus more of every single one of his military budget desires.
Fam, Johnny, can you put that tweet up for Fiorella right there? That's 987 likes over there, because I just gave it a like, guys. Go on real quick, like this one over here. That's a great tweet. Fam, do you want to read the rest of these here or no?
No, I mean, I like, are we supposed to be pissed off right now, though? Because it's like a lot of these party loyalists, you know, they're trying to pretend that the Democratic Party is better and that working within it, you're somehow going to achieve a progress to the left, because these progressives think that you're going to move them to the left. But like, they're pretending to be on your side, you guys. Like, it's a giant waste of time. I'm just so done with it. Like, I'm so done with this faux outrage that these people have, because it's like, what are you outraged about? What are you surprised about? These people have not done a single thing for you. Why would they hold the Republicans accountable?
Yeah, they're not. And the whole ACB thing was it's just telling, ladies and gentlemen. They're feckless. They have no spine whatsoever.
Zero.
I think you mentioned something, Johnny, that Shahid Buttar put a tweet up about the Democrats being feckless. I mean, they really are, ladies and gentlemen. They're not going to stand for anything.
Nope.
They don't stand for the left. And these new people, the squad, whatnot, they stink on all the important issues right now that really mean a lot. And they go to the identity politics, and they try to touch your feelings, and they get you up on rhetoric. I mean, when I talk to people all the time, when they say, oh, you're privileged to not vote for Joe Biden, I say, why? Tell me policy-wise where these Democrats, and I was hearing Ben Burgess and Niko House do the debate the other day, and his whole argument was about the labor appointees for the unions that Donald Trump have are so awful.
Where do you get that Biden's going to have somehow progressive labor people?
Even if his appointees are, I said it's like bashing your knee in and then giving you a cane to walk on. What he did to labor in America when it comes to the NAFTA bill, and Joe Biden went around, pushed it crushed manufacturing in the United States.
Yep.
So even if he has better appointees, you can't say that that's better when he crushed labor in the United States. He was part of that whole clan who did that. So when you try to make that argument, even when it comes to labor, that Joe Biden is better, no. NAFTA, he was for the TPP. He's over there in China getting money, whatnot. I wonder why. He has all these backdoor deals, and it comes to cheap labor. They didn't give a shit. China didn't steal one of your jobs. It was given to them. And it was given to them by who? The architects of these bills, the architects of neoliberals and austerities, the Bidens, the Clintons, the Obamas. That's what they're there for, ladies and gentlemen. They're not good people. You shouldn't give them any power. You should not vote for Joe Biden. Does that mean you have to go vote for Donald Trump? No. I'm voting for Gloria La Riva. Does Viva La Riva mean sense if I say, is that if we go see her live, that's Viva La Riva? We could say that.
Yes.
All right. So if we go see her live this Friday, Viva La Riva. Let's do it.
It's like robbing a bank and then relying on the person who robbed the bank to solve it. That's what voting for Joe Biden is. On like literally every single issue. Criminal justice. You can talk about trade, the business, foreign policy,
censorship.
All of it. Like the Patriot Act. I mean, come on. Like he created all these problems in his 47 years of being a politician, and you expect him to solve it? Yeah. Really? Seriously? What kind of brainwashing have they done to people for them to believe that is the solution? That's even going to help It's not. It's not even
well, they
one
control the
little
mainstream
bit.
media, and they just show you Donald Trump saying bad, awful things, which, you know what I'm saying?
Which he does.
And there's a lot of bad policies. You know, when we asked that question about the racism,
Absolutely.
you know, he's got racist policies in South and Central America that are disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Even there's policies in Yemen and stuff, whatnot. I mean, it's disgusting. But, you know, are the Democrats any better? No, the Democrats are worse when it comes to those situations. Right. And nothing's going to systemically change if they get in there. So why give them back power? In fact, we take 2 steps back from the progressive movement and we go nowhere. Shahid Buttar's tweet. The feckless of corporate Democrats is frankly offensive. Between Feinstein's softball questions and Pelosi refusing to issue new articles of impeachment that would have delayed the Senate process, San Francisco's voices in Washington are outrageously paving Trump's path. Now, personally, if you try another impeachment as a tactic to stall, I think that's wrong. It's just going to make you look awful. I think the first impeachment made him look awful. But once again, if you said you're going to use every single arrow, you know, to stop this, then do something. You didn't do anything. You let this pass quietly in the night. So you're even saying one thing and you can't even deliver for those people who want you to deliver. Do I agree with that tweet 100%? No. Because I don't believe impeachment was right the first time. And I don't believe a difference between...
But you remember, he said it for emoluments.
For emoluments, yeah. So, but he also said that...
You could do that anytime.
Emoluments, but that's the whole thing, Johnny. The Democrats are just as guilty when it comes to that, especially in the Ukraine, where they gave their children a ton of money for political favors. In fact, for changing the regime there, that was a bloody regime to do so. You know what I'm saying? So do I agree with it necessarily? No, and whatnot. And I don't agree with the sentiment that there are corporate Democrats versus a criminal president. They're all criminals. The Democrats are criminals too, and they don't care. They're not even working for you. They're all war criminals. So